Hello and welcome to Andrew Plays. I know the channel's Andrew Plays FM, but we're playing F1 2021 today, and we're going to be having quite a bit of F1 content over the coming months with FM winding down. We're going to be starting off with Breaking Point, the story mode of F1 2021. So let's get into it. I think for now we're gonna go with challenging. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I'm not amazing at F1. I think I'm decent. I haven't learned manual gears yet. I'm quite new to using a steering wheel, and that's something that I'm hoping to grow into. I think as our team, we're gonna go with the Aston Martin team. As I mentioned, I'm not perfect at the game. Anti-lock brakes are off, which is still something I'm going to have to get used to. That's the only thing that I really normally use other than traction control. I have not got that down. I'm, as I say, completely open and honest with you. I'm not going to be the best person you've ever watched play an F1 game. And I do have the dynamic racing line for corners. There you go, completely open and honest. We are going to have manual starts. And I think that's everything for us to go through at the moment. So let's get into our first look at Breaking Point.
An incredible race! Look at it! Every driver is being so aggressive! Check it out!
They'll all be feeling the pressure right now. None more so than young Aiden Jackson from Carlin.
That's right. Rumors from the paddock talk about a possible future for Jackson in Formula 1. And with only a few laps to go, this is still anyone's race.
The atmosphere here is electric, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, Aiden, you're doing great. Keep focused. You know what to do.
Copy that! So here we are, the final laps of the race. My first laps on F1 2021, and as you can see, in the F2 car, I'm not too comfortable, but we're chasing down Sergio Camara. Aiden needs to win the race to win the F2 championship. So we're going to go for an early dive on Sergio Camara, but it doesn't quite come off, so we stick behind him. And we nearly lose the back end there, putting our foot down a bit too quickly. And that is nearly go again. And that is evidence right there. I'm getting used to the wheel for the first time. I took a while to start DRS there as well for some reason. But we chased down Sergio Camara into the chicane and into the next DRS straight. This time we are straight on the DRS. We've got a chance to go for an overtake, and we're going to go to the inside. We're going to go to the outside, the long way around, but he brakes far earlier. And a little lock up, but we nearly lose the back end for
Okay,
the
good
third
work.
time
Great
already.
pass.
But we get around him, and now we've got to go past Ragapulipin, who's one of the back markers before we chase down Nicholas Latifi. A little bit of another lock-up. You can see here early on getting used to the F2 cars and the F1 2021 game. That corner looking a lot smoother, and we fly past the back marker now and on towards Latifi to chase down. We come around the final corner, take that one quite nicely, and now we're coming back into that hairpin again with inside DRS range just about, but we nearly lose the back end. Now out we go again, a little bit shaky on the bottom, but we begin to chase down Latifi, and it's 8 tenths of one, looking a little bit too far our way for a dive bomb into this turn, and we are not going to go for it. We're going to take it easy. Round the chicane, and then onto the front, a lot nicer this time. This time 4 tenths as we get DRS. And now we've got a great chance to go on the TC. We're going to go down the outside again. It's the same move we did on Seta Kamara, and into second place goes Aiden Jackson.
That puts you into P2, second place.
Came out of the corner. And very, very shaky. Nearly put it into the wall, but we recover it. And then as we come around the next corner, we've misjudged that corner completely. And a little bit of a dodgy re-entrance, and we nearly lose it again. These F2 cars are very difficult to control when you try and get used to it. But onwards we go, and into the final corner we go to start the final lap of the race. We've got to catch Giotto, who is 2.7 seconds up the road. But by the time we're back in that same overtaking position, we're now only 0.3 seconds up the road, and we're going for it. And on the inside, it's a little bit aggressive, but we have come out in front. Aiden Jackson takes the lead, nearly loses it on the way out of the chicane, but he holds it together. And Aiden Jackson leads the F2 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on the final lap, and if he can just stay on track now, we'll be F2 champions into the final few corners. We race down, hit the braking point quite nicely, and here we are, the final corner. It's going to take a miracle for Giotto to get back at us, and he's not going to get back at us, and we win the F2
Fantastic
championship.
work, Aiden.
And
Great
the
drive,
Abu Dhabi
mate.
Grand Prix.
Congratulations.
Yes! Come on! And he's done it! Jackson's done it! Aiden Jackson wins the F2 championship.
What a win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Mercedes in Formula One. Let's just hope the right people are watching today. And here he is, the man of the moment, Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible driver.
Indeed. After this, I guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
So we have it, F2 champion Aiden Jackson, and now we're going several months later, the Australian Grand Prix. Let's have a look at what's going to happen here.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula One, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures were all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here, and to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler.
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down. Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
So we have the introduction to Aiden Jackson. We'll have a quick look at our emails here. So, oh, we've got an incoming call.
Hello?
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. It's hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Make sure you check your emails. I think there's a message in there for you.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one.
So a little pep talk from the driver. We've got another call coming in. How rude.
Hello?
Hello, love. How's it going?
All right, Ma. Yeah, it's going all right. Just getting ready.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, you were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything you've worked towards.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror signal maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
Okay, so hopefully we don't get any more interruptions. But we've got Casper Ackerman, our teammate here, saying that we left the paperwork all over the garage, so he's handed it to our PA. And a weekend preview from Jeff Nelson. Can we view that attachment? Yes, we can. So, oh, as you can see there, not predicted too much from us there, but Otmar saying it's good to have us on board, and we can see our social media as well. Devon Butler. We know we don't like him. But yeah, we'll oh, Arava, as if he's in the social media. Obviously one of the big F1 YouTubers. I'm surprised Ben Daly's not on there then, or maybe he will be at a later point. But if we have a look through the news, not much to go through there at the moment. So we're going into the Australian Grand Prix. It states it's mid-race, so I don't know where this is going to bring us in, but let's see how we get on.
A solid start, Aiden. Let's try and push it further.
Copy that. Where's Casper?
Ease up ahead. Let's try and bring you two closer together. Gap to car in front is 1.5 seconds.
And the car in front is Ricardo as we come in mid-race in the F1 opening race of the season in Australia. We're chasing down Hometown Boy. We've got to catch up to Ackerman before lap 11. He's currently in 6.4 seconds ahead of us. But we're going into the corner. We're chasing down Ricardo on the opening lap, and now we find ourselves coming into turn 13. We went over the curve a little bit dodgily there, got very clean around turn 14 and into 15. And now we're closing the gap on Ricardo. I think there we just missed the DRS zone. If we don't get it out of that into the straight.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Casper's in P10 at the moment.
Have an update from Jeff. We're still closing down Ricardo. We will be in DRS range when we get to the next DRS zone. Right ahead of Ricardo is Russell. We nearly have a little bit of a scary moment there around turn 4, but we do recover it. And now we're going to be aggressive on Ricardo. We're going to go for a bit of a dive bomb. It wasn't very clean. It was a little bit dodgy.
Nice work. That brings you up a place.
I'm not sure I'd say it was nice work. It was enough. And we nearly go into the back of Russell now as we come into turn 14 and 15. But can we get a good exit here? We get a fantastic exit, DRS, and we are flying away from Russell. Of course, Williams in 2020, not much of a challenge for the Racing Point car. And onwards we go. The next man up the track is Devon Butler. And you can see us closing the gap here. And we're on lap 8 here of 15. And we are really close to Butler now as we come round turn 14. And we are going to be in DRS range on him as well.
You're closing in on Casper now, Aiden. Good
job. A
job.
little bit dodgy on the braking there. Locking up as mentioned, not fully comfortable with it. But we get DRS out of the straight. We go right up behind Butler and then fly past him and into the next braking zone for turn 1. We've got our cleanest overtake of the day, and now
Casper is directly ahead of you.
It's Casper Ackerman that we've got to close down. Can we pull it off? Of course, our objective, we've got to do it by lap 11, and currently we're on lap 9, so we should be well on to get that gap closed. And we're pulling away from Devon Butler a bit as well, which is nice to see as we come round towards turn 9 and round the little chicane we go there. And now we are closing the gap on Ackerman, 1.5 seconds. We've already broke DRS from Butler, who of course returns the series. Never liked him anyway. But closing down Ackerman as we come into turn 13. And then now going into 14, it looks like we're going to be in DRS zone. And we are definitely in DRS zone.
What a brilliant Australian Grand Prix this has been, but there's still plenty of time for more drama.
There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far. They don't want to go tripping over each other, though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack, too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11. Oh, this can't work! And it doesn't! Ackerman's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay? Is Casper okay?
He'll be fine. He's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
And there we have it. So I'm sure there's going to be fireworks in the Racing Point garage this evening.
There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackerman will surely be seething at that one.
Absolutely, and I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson, not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
The damage appears to be minor. How's it feeling, Aiden?
Yeah, car's okay.
Understood. See how well you can do out there.
Copy.
So after a disastrous bit of contact with our teammate, we're closing down Devon Butler once again, who got away with it in that dive bomb. But we quickly have the gap down to 0.3 seconds as we enter the DRS zone. And into turn 13, we are right on his back. We can see Norris just ahead of him as well. And into turn 14 and 15 we go. And out of the final corner, we've got DRS. Once again, we're going to close down Devon Butler. Can we take him the same place we did last time?
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Inside of turn 2, and we are clear of Devon Butler once again. We get DRS to pull us away from him, and now we close down Lando Norris. And it's going to be a tough ask to get past the McLaren here. Gasly's just ahead of him. If we can get in DRS zone and Norris, maybe we can just follow him through. And both of us get past Gasly. We'll see if we're going to be able to do that here as we go towards lap 14. Norris has got DRS on Gasly. We've got DRS on Norris.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Our gap behind is 1.6 seconds.
Norris not able to get past Gasly either. And then into the second DRS stroke, we have a little shake over the bump. But Norris again not going to go for it. We think about a dive bomb and nearly go into the back of Norris. But we just about managed to recover that. And now we're going to head around the track again. And realistically, we're going to look to overtake again down the straight. This DRS zone here comes after a bad part of the circuit for me, so I don't tend to be too close, but here we go onto the main straight. We've closed down the gap even more than we did last time, and we've had a good exit, and now we're really pushing, but Norris's DRS, we're thinking about
this is your
a
final
dive
lap.
bomb.
Final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by
16.2
seconds.
Stays ahead, but we've got DRS once again, so is he, so it's not really a massive advantage for us. We think about the dive bomb, but we decide better of it. We've already took out one person. We don't need to ruin Norris's race as well. Now we come towards the final DRS zone. There we have Hamilton being confirmed as the race winner. This isn't the final DRS zone because it's the final full DRS zone, but you've got the main straight as well. But we are quite far behind Norris here. We have a good corner there, bringing the gap down 0.3 seconds as we come into turn 15, and it's good braking zone there. We attack Norris as we come out the corner, and we've had a fantastic exit. It's a better exit than Norris, and down the straight we've overtook him to steal away 9th place on the final.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
And we have somehow took 9th place away from Norris.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. What a start to the season this has been. A fascinating race here in Australia, Ant.
The top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport, and it'll be interesting to see how the new Racing Point driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
Well, we've certainly seen rivalries born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed.
So we come away with 9th place finish despite the contact with our teammate. And we, on the final lap, that drag race up the straight, just about edging out Norris for 9th place. And it's a strong start for ourselves, although not great that we did cause a bit of problem for Ackerman. Let's go and see what he's got to say after the race.
Casper, listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car, You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake.
How
did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see that.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us one sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. These cars are a bit different to what Aiden's used to in F2.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Racing Point were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with your teammate.
Well, there we have it. The Australian Grand Prix is done and dusted. Have we got any reaction? Oh, we've got a phone call.
Brian.
Talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, what happened out there today? I had it all under control and then...
Look, let's not go through all that now. We'll talk about it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little run-in with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper? Yes, he can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That manoeuvre today...
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
Brian, whatever his role is, not very happy about the incident with Casper. He's saying we cost us points, but we did pick up points anyway. I managed to get past Norris as well, so I picked us up an extra point there. So, you can see here a lot of people unhappy. Tia McMurdoch included there, not happy with us. And a lot of people very annoyed with me and calling me a learner driver. Well, calling Aiden Jackson a learner driver, I should say. But it's been an interesting race. We had some good moments, we had some bad moments. But with that said, we'll be back with the next chapter. Don't know exactly when that's going to be. I'm going to try and get it out for Tuesday, but we'll see. If this is out on Tuesday, then I'll try for Thursday. We'll see how it goes. But if you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Subscribe for more F1 2021 content. And thank you very much for watching.